Alright,
Come here.
hang on. No! I can't remember the notes.
I'll hunt you down.
Ah!
Sometimes I hear how Scottish Hecate is. I'll hunt you down!
I'll hunt you to the ends of the earth.
They all just kind of bounce off at the moment. Okay, you just appear, huh? Sure thing, buddy. Gollum has been changed to American spelling. Mommy. Great. 0 the sick no silver. There we go. It's going to paint one of these cables green, and I think it's going to have to be this one. Okay. Just so it's a bit different.
Jesus.
Hold on tight!
Oh, I see. Oh, we cling on when he does a wiggle. Oh!
Oh. What just blew away?
Cling.
They all just kind of bounce off at the moment. Okay, you just appear, huh? Sure thing, buddy. Off the wall. So there was like a giant thing as well, and okay, the music's sick. Oh, excuse me, pardon me, coming through. The game keeps getting louder. I promise you, I keep turning it down. Oh, a ramp. Oh, death. Okay, let's go there. Okay, so what the hell is... Oh. Okay, I can't turn in the air.
Corrupted.
Is the game giveaway finished? No, not yet.
Only
Quickly. Yep. Oh, okay, right, we're going. We've got car. Oh, okay, we've smashed into these cubes. I'm sure I need to turn this down a bit more. There we go. Some sort of police car. When I saw that, oh god, when I saw the trailer, there was like a giant thing as well, and okay, the music's sick. Oh, excuse me, pardon me, coming through. The game keeps getting louder. I promise you, I keep turning it down. Ooh. It's a bit icky up here. Someone's got to clean that up.
Look around you. Anyone with this much imagination is a
Oh my
threat in
god.
my book.
Q's fine. He's laying low.
Fine.
That's amazing.
What the hell is Moneypenny thinking? She can't stop these guys on her own.
She's a resourceful girl, Bond. Besides,
Oh, I love
she
it.
kept
That
a
was
standard issue
amazing.
service pistol in her pod. I'm sure she brought it.
Yeah, well, I saw...
I gotta make the ends of these rooftops look decent, because they basically need this slight overhang. Otherwise they look like... Basically, this is like a normal hairstyle, and this looks like if you're balding. The misplacing? What do you mean? Thank you for the 100 bits, Johnny. Hello.
W13
Sorry, I'm just doing it now.
W13 Nomete Paint 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 W13 Nomete Paint.
Well, this gives me time to
Nomete Paint
type up this story.
Nom.
Oh, never mind, we ran out of time. I think he's just dead inside. I love this thing so much. God. Let's get our brain scooped. Brain scoop.
Are you okay, Mio?
No, we're on our way to get our brain scooped.
I have this uneasy feeling crawling down my spine. We're pushing deeper into my subconscious to rescue a prisoner we don't even know.
James, you have such a way with words. You're hilarious.
Is that container gonna fall on him?
You haven't heard the punchline yet.
What was that? You haven't heard the punchline yet. The punchline is pipes.
Zero stay still before I jam your eyes out.
What? Oh, bull. Hi, chat. How's everyone doing? Well, thank you for the 185 stream streak, Viv. Have I missed anything else? No, we're caught up. Cool. Who is here? We got Alex, Paracordis, Owen, Serrano, Mephistial, Jade, Frosty, Fluffy Scarf, Vive, Ramon, and Antonia, and Second D6. And Johnny. Hello. Wait, did I say Johnny twice? No, yes, maybe. I'm confused. I did not say Johnny twice. But for some reason, it didn't get highlighted as your first time talking. That was weird. Thank you for the 10 stream streak, Paracordis. Yeah, I know. Twitch is very good at breaking everything. Right. I've just realised I haven't cleaned my glasses. But I have begun work on building my Iron Warriors army. And I've spent a lot of time thinking about every model. In that, so far I've built 2. W13 Danson. I don't know about Danson, but we're going to get... What was the... Wait, no, what was the typo? I thought it was W13 Siroth. That's what the Wolfie was going to be, wasn't it? I'm confused. I don't remember. Anyway, let's switch over to the... I don't remember either. Ciro will remember. Look. It's desk. Don't ask me to use my memory. That's how I feel. So, you all remember when I painted Kravik? He took quite some time, and I'm very pleased with how he turned out. A lot of different textures and things going on. I have now built the sergeant for my first legionary squad. And as you can see, he is silver. Because once again, I have used Colourforge, the best spray paint, to do the base colors. And now I need to begin painting this man, which hopefully shouldn't take too long. I've used 1, 2, I think that's the same as another one, 3, 4, 5, technically 6, 7, 8 different kits to build this. Oh yeah, Alex, happy birthday. I hope you're having a good birthday. Are you doing anything? All right. Right, so my plan here is to start off by dry brushing the model silver. You know, because it's already silver, so obviously more silver better. I don't know. But this is just to kind of make sure the color is solid. And also, I just feel like metallic spray paints leave like a weird finish that's hard to get paint to stick to. So I just want to brush over it. This will look no different. And I'm sorry. But it will make a difference as we go on. Alright? Doing nothing most of the day. That is indeed the ideal 30th like birthday in your 30s. Is just to have no one expect anything of you all day. That's that is perfection right there. So yeah, this is built with like 8 different kits. And the model is representing that's something that I broke. Cool, good start, everyone. So that's his chaos icon. So I guess he's returned to the light of the Emperor in the first 30 seconds of the stream. Anyway, he's representing a sergeant who has a heavy close combat weapon and a plasma pistol. And they still have a close combat weapon as well because, I don't know, that's the game rules. Also, there's a square hole in the back of this that I think I maybe was supposed to put something in. I'm just going to ignore it. Hello, Raphael. Oh yeah, I got YouTube chat working again, so I can actually see what everyone's saying when they're in the YouTube chat. Right. I may have to ask Frosty very nicely if she'll go and get my glue for me, which is on the dining table. Also, have you guys seen how well the new my post did on Instagram? It was insane. I've never had one do that well before. We're nearly at 300 likes on it, which is mental, especially for Warhammer. Right. So he's been dry brush silver, and I have unfortunately knocked off his chaos icon, which lets him reroll stuff. So I'm going to have to glue that back on. It goes that way around. I thought it would be cool to kind of do one that's kind of sideways. Normally they're for us dining on glue. How was my day? Yeah, it was all right. Thank you. Got a bit of building done for today's stream. Otherwise, I would have been painting more of my Bad App War guys, who some of them are spray painted white, so you literally can't see them in this brightness. Right. So next step, we're going to do this like how we painted Kravik, which is it's going to look really crap for about 20 minutes to an hour. And then he's going to look really good. All right? Just have to trust in the process. Because we need to paint all of the trim. Now, the thing is, people know that when it comes to Chaos Marines, there's a ton of trim. Like so much trim. Fortunately, I have the best gold for coverage. But yeah, when we start out, he's going to look really naff. And then we start shading, and that's when it starts looking really cool. Hello, Faye. How you doing? Things going all right? Me when I'm doing something which... Oh, thank you for bringing all of them.
It's the fact that you have more than one.
I know. Well, I've got thin glue, thick glue, and super glue. One has a brush. Both, actually, two have brushes. Okay, thank you, bye.
Bye.
Frosty brought the glue. Oh, hello, Tootin. I hope I said your name correctly. No idea if I did, but I hope so. They blew like force glue? Oh, God. Right. Also, chat, it is the first day of a new month. Which means all the leaderboards have reset. We have a new goal. and I hope you're looking forward to it. Because if we reach 400 sub points this month, I have to play Super Mario 64, but Mario has a shotgun, which is, yeah. Thanks, Johnny. Johnny has taken the lead with 3 whole bits. And Raphael, I'm glad you like the model. Have unfortunately knocked something off of him already, which is just the best start. I think I want to paint, yeah. I think I want to paint the inside of the shoulders the gold as well. Often I skip this, but I think when it comes to Chaos Marines, I like the idea that the coloration just melts all around the armor. So it's all part of it. So, yeah, basically it's you paint trim, and then when the trim is done, you make it look really cool. And then you deal with everything else. Alex, thank you for the 4 bits, taking first place from Johnny. The race has begun. Is this what you want for your birthday, Alex? But what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint the gold trim, and then I'm going to glue his Chaos banner back on. To be fair, it's a very small contact point. I'm not entirely surprised it came off. You know, I remember painting my original Chaos Army. My original Chaos Marine army was Black Legion. But ever since I saw an Iron Warriors army in... It was something... I think it was a White Dwarf, actually. One of the White Dwarf magazines. I've always wanted to one day get around to doing Chaos Army. And now I feel like I'm in the right place to be able to do it. Faye has taken first place from Alex on their own birthday with 5 bits. Thank you, Faye. Alex absolutely distraught on their birthday. Hey, Telemetry, how you doing? Things going all right? Just painting some trim, but I will show you what the model looks like in a sec. By the way, if you want me to have a fancy painting handle instead of an old paint pot, there is actually one on my throne. We're also very close to, well, we're 60% of the way to funding the second Havoc squad. And if we do that, I should have pretty much everything to make my Iron Warriors army, which is very exciting. Had to make some family calls, but that was nice. Oh, fair enough. Poor Alex. Taken out of first place on their own birthday. Let's clean this brush. So the only thing about painting metallics is often regularly cleaning your brush is advised. But yeah, so next week I'm going away on holiday. And the plan is I'm going to take my paints with me and spend some time just painting models, I think, and just having a nice time doing that. Also, the helmet on this guy is very old. It's one of the original Iron Warriors upgrade parts back when this kit existed then. It's good. If I'm not... Oh. Got this on a certain angle for painting, but of course makes it harder for you guys to see. Now, obviously, He looks quite plain at the moment. But once this stage is done, it will look very cool. I'm very excited for that stage. Especially because the way of doing it is very lazy. And my favorite way of painting is lazily. It's got a golden hat. Oh, it's okay, Faye. I'm just having a joke. Alex is also one for a joke like that, which is why I'm making the joke. You don't actually need to worry. Shit, those 4 bits. So we're just getting in under this shoulder pad. Okay. I sometimes wonder if I should do. I see some people do posts where they like break down what parts they used on a model. Kind of wondering if maybe that's something I should do at some point. Because I really overdo it when it comes to kit bashing, making stuff. But I also really enjoy it. And it's nice to be able to talk about all the kits. Oh god, actually, I've just remembered. In this squad, I decided to make it so that the heavy weapon guy is a servitor. So my second Space Marine is not actually a Space Marine. But it should make for a nice, varied squad. Also, just remembered I have to paint the inside of these shoulder pads in black, so I don't actually have to be super detailed and careful on this bit. Which is good because there's a whole flipping arm in the way. Look how bright he is. And to think we're going to make him look like shit. But this is the thing about painting Chaos Marines. They're 10,000 years old and covered in crap. Which is part of what I like about them. I think it's really cool that like every one of them I'm designing to look ancient, and like he's had to pick up parts as he's gone, and the warp has affected his armor in places and made a mess of it. And I really like how that turns out. I don't think I want to paint his belt in gold. I'm going to leave it in silver, and then he's got like a leather belt over the top, so I'll paint that brown when the time comes. But the other thing is, I chose this pair of legs because to me it looks a lot like something one of the warp smiths would have, like this multi-plate layer on the legs. So since he's the sergeant, I thought it would make a lot of sense. Anyway, chat, how's everyone doing today? Are we having a good day? Faye, can you let us know that you're okay? It was just a joke. I don't want you to be sad. Yeah, I'm on top of this now as well. Okay. You're good? Okay, good. Glad. Now this 8-pointed star with an eye, I'm just going to paint gold because I don't want to draw too much attention to it. As technically Iron Warriors don't often have stuff like that. Okay. Like, they'll have 8-pointed stars, but they won't normally have the Eye of Horus. Just really get on with using a wet palette. Right. I'm just going to take a sec to glue this back on. I think the issue is that it's 3 tiny contact points. So I have to really make sure it melts into place. And I suspect one of these contact points doesn't even touch. So we'll see. So I've got one that goes into the middle of the vent, one that goes on the top. Oh no, they do all touch. It's stabbed into my finger. This is the only issue with Chaos. It's really easy to accidentally get it stuck to you because it stabbed you. It's yeah, it's a primary downside of choosing Chaos Marines over Space Marines. The spikes. I don't know if you guys know this. I stabbed myself with a Terminator when I was pulling it apart at one point. So that was, yeah. Spikes, everyone. It's a bit of a pain. Right, so let's get painted just under this edge here. That edge there. The nice thing about having painted this silver is that actually I am skipping a whole bunch of pain that I might have had to deal with otherwise. Which is great. By the way, chat, let me know if I go out from what's it doing there. Let me know if I go out from under the camera. I have a tendency to kind of wander when I'm painting and just end up in a different place than where I started. And it's quite easy to just lose track. Yeah, honestly. I genuinely had pains in my thumb for like a week because it stabbed me so bad. I bled. I bled for my Chaos Marines. Oh, what chapter are you painting your Marine Zone? Because I only really know your Chaos and Tyranids. I don't really know what you play for Space Marines. Or if I do, it's been too long and I forgot. Yeah. Go up onto the moon. Think that as well. Go. Dark Angels. Oh, of course. Hello, the wind is crazy today. I like your username. How are you doing? Is the wind crazy today? I think most people near me wish the wind was crazy today. What do you think of my way of doing a heavy close combat weapon, Owen? Making it a servo arm. I'm close to my... Be very infantry heavy. Oh, okay. I think my goal for my Iron Warriors is for them to just be like a decent-ish army. I'm not looking to make something overpowered, but I am looking to make something that's fun to play. Hello, Greensit. It's been a while. Thank you. The inventor of the ecosystem. What? Is Neural okay? I mean, Neural's never okay, but still. Let's just get in there. Got much here. Painting trim is something I remember doing a lot of when I painted my original Black Legion army. Which I did in 4th edition when they had their edition 3.5 codex. The codex they got for 5th edition, I think, made them a bit rubbish. Right, I got a clean brush again. It's Thomas Edison. He invented the ecosystem. I wanted 2 prongs, one fast melee with Ravenwing, one mass terminator with Deathwing. Ah. Well, that'll be fun to make, I think. Oh, right, okay. Oh, so this leg also has a bit of lower trim. I'm kind of planning to not paint all the trim on every Marine, but when they're a sergeant, I think I'm going to paint all the trim, sort of thing. I like the idea that some of it would be silver rather than the gold. By the way, chat, is this zoomed in enough for you guys? Can you see okay? Yeah, I mean, I want to do some of the trim, but I just don't want to do all of it. I'm just going to move Kravik because I just caught him. Oh, and you've seen Kravik, right? Like, this is where the Iron Warrior is going to end up in style. Even though he looks really flat right now. I really like the model. I'm also very pleased with the changes I made, especially because it freed up this smaller arm to go on a Space Marine, which is kind of the scale I think makes sense. I think the servo arm was too small on Kravik. He deserved a big smashy one, which is what I gave him. Just this down enough. Now it's got flow. Go, top of the knee done. This bit of painting this model with Kravik took an hour, I think. Maybe longer, probably longer. Now I think about it. It took ages. Also, Owen, I ended up writing 2 different lists. One with Traitor Guard and one with Terminators. And the reason is I'm assuming Terminators are going to become better for the same points. So if I have Terminators made and ready to go, then when the invariable change happens, I can just use the other list. Or I can switch between both and try different things. And I get the chance to make lots of cool stuff. Actually, I have some really cool stuff to show you guys in like what I'm going to use. Oh, Wind, if you want, in the description, there is a link to my Twitch. And that is where most people are chatting at the moment. Twitch is my main platform, so if you'd like to come over from YouTube and chat with everyone, you are more than welcome. Everyone's really friendly, so, you know, we'll just make some friends. Chaos Turner's not getting the points decreased while Lawyers got 40 decrease was a sham. Wait, Terminators went down in points for Space Marines? Are you serious? That either means that the new Space Marines rebalance is much sooner than we thought, or they just have no clue what they're doing anymore. I don't. Hello, TF. Oh my god. How are you doing, TF? Things going all right? Okay. I got to figure out where trim is going to go and where mechanics are going to go. Need to clean my brush again as well. Okay. So let's finish off the trim. Then we can follow it up with. Oh, was that for? No, good. Then we can follow it up with the mechanics, which get done in brass. And then we can start washing stuff. And the wash is where we'll really see the difference. That's where it will all tie together. So one of the things I really like about Iron Warriors is that the way my color scheme, works, is that it's all stylized so that it looks really flat, and then you start adding the washes and suddenly it all comes together and it looks awesome. It makes me very happy. I'll take my controller back. The Xbox controller, it's downstairs with the Steam machine. We needed it for when we had people over for games night. I have missed a bit of flash there, and that's going to annoy me forever. So I will have to cut that off later, and then tidy up after. Now, you may notice I'm doing a bit of a shit job here. It's because this casing is going to be black when it's done. So kind of get away with that. But verbal gerbil, what? Okay, so it looks like there's some trim here as well. Basically, the plan here is if it has spikes on it, it's trim. If it doesn't, it's part of the mechanics. At least that's roughly the plan. Does mean there's quite a bit of trim. Okay. I think I just heard Frosty yell. I'm just going to go and check on Frosty. Hello, Western guy. It's Win. You have different news now on Twitch. So that's fine. I can call you West. All right, will do. Sorry, I'm just going to check. I'm just going to go and check on Frosty. Draws perfectly. Also, this is a shit job. Look, you'll see. You'll see. Okay. Frosty was stretching and making a loud noise, and I thought she was thought she'd hurt herself. Also, I haven't put music on. Sorry, chat. I've got a whole playlist for when I paint. You go. And it's really quiet. Cool. Hymn of the Black Legion. That's probably why it's really quiet. Let me know if it's too quiet. Hello, Redtail. Okay, so I think we've caught all the gold. So now we just need to add some brass. And then we can start adding washes. I don't really think there's... Unless... I've missed some of the gold. This is the thing about Chaos Marines, right? There's so much trim that there's too much trim. And so trim gets missed all the time. Sorry, I had my hand too far over. Right. I think that's all the trim I need to do. Oh. I don't know if I want to do gold on the spikes or not. I'm not sure. Oh, and you got any suggestions? We're both painting. Oh, nice. Are you painting some more of your military trucks that you've been printing? Or the carriages to carry them, maybe? Okay, there's definitely some browns that are going to have to happen here. But we don't need to worry about that yet. Hello, that purple man. See the spikes here, Owen? Do you think I ought to put some gold on it somewhere? And do you think it ought to be the cross member or the spikes? I'm kind of thinking maybe the cross bit, actually. And then the rest could be silver. I've made the decision for myself. 144 wheel sets? Oh my god. Okay, so before we go on to the brass then, let's get this gold painted. Sorry, can you guys hear the music okay, by the way? All that gold. Don't worry, it'll very much not be gold when we're done. Or at least not this brightness. But I've gone with the gold that's got good coverage. Which makes life a lot easier. I need to get some more paint soon as well. I'm actually running out of a few. Good. I'm glad you guys can hear it. I was worried it might not be loud enough. Did you guys want to see the model that I posted on Instagram? I don't know if anyone might want to see it from a different angle or something. I was about potentially taking commissions from my wagons. I have no idea how to even work it. Oh, I got taught how to do it. Basically, it's figure out how long it takes you to paint a miniature. And then multiply the hours by minimum wage. And then add a bit on. Is the start point. Because at the end of the day, you've at least got to make a living. Oh god, no, not again. Oh, I'm a potato. I need that golden maple stand. It has a thing that you can lean your hand against, and that would be ideal. I actually put it on my wish list, but I'd love to work with golden maple. I'd love to work with a painting brand, to be honest. There's so many that do good stuff. At the right price, they would likely be more expensive than factory wagons. You gotta figure out how to take down the time. Streamer wolf claiming to be a wolf finally admits to being a potato. An option I'd not be opposed to. Yeah, I mean, you can do that. You just have to check that the licensing on the 3D model is okay for it. Which is, you know, not hard to find out. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to re-glue that, but I'm going to have to do it before I do the wash. I think we all know where this is going. In that this is going to break repeatedly. Okay, fine. Thing is, it felt like it was really solidly glued on before. Okay. We've got to do brass now. So I can leave it alone. But yeah, that's the thing, Redtail. You gotta think about what would work best for you. Yeah, I mean, as long as it's licensed for that, then you're good. And of course, once you make a certain amount of sales, you can just buy the next license. If it's like one that requires one, and then you'll just be done. You can just kind of keep doing that over and over. I've missed yet more trim at the end of this floor. Make instructions. I mean, you don't have to, but it will make you stand out over a lot of other modelers. Or model sellers that sell 3D printed stuff. That bit painted. Just realised I don't actually have to be this neat because the area is going to end up painted black. I will have to tidy this up a bit. There we go, all done. Sometimes I forget that you can just kind of wipe stuff away when it's wet enough. And it's just like done, it's gone. Problem solved. Okay. I don't think I need to paint any more brass. It's all just on the arm. I don't see anywhere else I would be like, okay, this would make sense. Okay, that's glued on now. So I think we're good. Let's get all the bugs out of them. Yeah, that's fair. Swap them out. That's a really good idea because people will pay extra for that easily. Yeah. Didn't do up my belief. By the way, Tamiya extra thing. Great glue. I really like it. Works really well. Now the question is, do I paint... I don't think I should paint the areas that need painting black yet. I'm not entirely sure. I might paint the shins black, you know. I'm just looking at Kravik and thinking like, no, I think I should do the washes. And then everything else can be decided as we go. Just gonna finish off the gold and top up a little bit. So it's a little bit here that isn't very... There we go. Now there's some areas I've done a bit messily, but I can actually get away with it. And we'll see Just why? So not. Oh, you know I mentioned the cryptic cabin brushes and them not being as good as I'd hoped when I last did a painting stream? I actually happened to speak to them and they were like, you know, can you send us a picture of them? And then they are sending me out replacements. Because they're like, well, no, that's not how they should be. So, I'm getting replacements in the hope that they perform how they expect them to, which is very good of them. Hello, Zero. How's it going? I think I completely forgot to clean up this arm properly. There's still a mold line on it and stuff. I have to make a decision here. I'm okay, thank you, Zero. I have to make a decision as to whether I should go and get my Stanley knife and clean this up, or just leave it, because once I do the wash stage, it's a lot harder to repair. Okay, let's get the Stanley knife. We're gonna fix this up. I'll be back in a second, chat. Hello, chat. Hello, Rojos. I do remember you. Right. Sorry, I had to get my Stanley knife so I can clean up these mold lines, but I thought I'd also grab my second member of my legionary squad, which may not look quite like a space marine. But yeah, I made a servitor with an assault cannon to represent the whatever the cannon is that I need this guy to have. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, that was fun. Okay, so we've got some bits to cut off of this. I think the plan here is to cut off these big chunks. Of course that's moved again. And the only other place I saw the mold lines is here. It's a bit annoying, but I can get away with it. Okay. Okay, that gets rid of most of those mold lines. Problem solved. Just had to do a bit of cleaning up. Last 48 hours of painting in Discord. Nice. I'll have to check it in a bit. I need to cover up everything I just did to this. It's flat again. Okay. I mean, some of this is not going to be silver, but I'm using silver because it's the base spray I used. So, should all look the same when it's done. I don't know if you guys could even see any of that, but I could see it. Oh yeah, that's what I needed to ask you, Sarah. It's a new month. We need to know who the VIPs are this month. Give us the information. So the top chatters were Ciro, Frog, and Temetry. Top gifters were Johnny, Ciro, and Apples. Top cheerers were Apples, Spartan, and Kels. And the top clippers were Above Earth, Ren, and Ciro. Nice. Ren has got themselves a VIP badge. I bet they're going to be pleased. They'll be very confused as well, I'm pretty sure. Right. So there's a bit of messiness going on here. And I also need to figure out if I... Yeah, some of it I did... Oh god, why did I do that? Wow, I'm really going to torture myself here, huh? So first of all, I need to clean up some of this gold, because I missed some. Mostly on the arm. Okay. Oh, get rid of it, actually. Okay. I actually think that might be it. For what I actually need to do. Hey, Kels! Look at that badge you got. You got that for being one of the top cheerers. Thank you. I need to put some sodding glue on this again. Oh, Owen, do you recognize this part? I realized that the well, I decided that the Raider blade was not quite right, so I used this instead, which I'm hoping you're going to know straight away what it is. Sorry, chat, I just have to move this away from the screen. Just trying to get this to glue down properly. I'm wondering how much of a Horus Heresy nerd Owen is to know what that blade is in his hand. Although I doubt you ever put these on. Yeah, it's the bayonet. It's the bayonet in the Mark II, I want to say. Okay. Right. Gold is done. I don't think I need to do brass anywhere else. He hasn't really got any cables. to speak of. Actually, I've got an idea. For some brass bits. You put them on all your iron wires, guys? Okay, fair enough. I need to figure out how I can use the chainsaw attachment as well, because I think I can put it on... I might be able to put it on servitors somehow, but I haven't figured it out yet. Oh, also, did you guys want to see the dreadnought I posted to Instagram? Because it doesn't actually show every little bit of detail. Yeah, that's that. Do a little bit here. Go. Anything else I might do in brass? I mean, I could do the... I don't know if I want to do the cross chest bits. Actually, could do the jaws, but I'm not convinced. Oh no, I'm not sure. Oh dear, Zero. Right, what we're going to do... I don't think I'm going to put any more brass on this guy. So I need to do one layer of the next brassy colour, and then, which is actually copper. Then I'm going to put the first wash layer on, and I'll show you the dreadnought, because it's going to take a while to dry. It's the unfortunate part of painting these guys. Just getting all these little details covered. Go. There. Let me get the plasma pistol done. The bayonet detail. Right. Just realised I want to paint the end of this as well. Okay. Also realised another issue, which I will fix momentarily. Yeah, that's all flipped. This side is slightly wrong. There we go. Okay, right. The brassy colour's done, so the next job is to wash this bad boy. If I can find the right brush, there it is. So the plan is to wash it with black wash first, then wash it with a dark brown wash, and it should all come out looking pretty cool when it's done. The black wash is to shade everything first. Now I know the shoulders are not going to stay that colour either. Don't worry about that, man. So this is going to bring it into sharp contrast. It's going to suddenly look shaded and nice. At least for the most part. Also, I need some new Bad Black. I'm running out. I use too much. But yeah, we've just got to basically slather the guy in this stuff. We want it to come out a little bit uneven. And just not quite right. Because these are Chaos Marines. And everything about them should be a little bit disturbing. But we don't want bubbles. There was a bubble, and we don't want. We may end up doing 2 layers as well, depending on how things come out.
Group passport purchase complete.
Oh my god, Frog! Hello, thank you for the gifted sub. You've taken first place. Were you at your choir today? Yeah? Did you have a good time? How was it? I think singing badly. Look, the point of it is to have a good time. You know? This is going to take me a minute, but when it's done, I think you'll all agree it looks better. Just going to put this down as well. But this is why we had to get all the metallics done first, Because then we slather it. There are only like 7 of us. Could sing the high bits. I'll do my best. I mean, that's all that matters. We had a good time. You tried. I cannot blame you for trying. Hey. Okay, let's see if we can paint this chaos thing without breaking it horribly. Please don't fall off. Please, I've glued you on about 4 times now. Could really do without doing it again. Okay, that seems to have worked for now. Hello, Raven Hobbies. Yeah, I'm very excited to do my Iron Warriors army. Once I finish this wash, I'll show you my Kravik, which is the only one I've done so far. Although I think you may have seen it, because I think you were here when I was painting him. I'm also going to show chat the Dreadnought I recently posted, because I'm very pleased with it. That one's not Iron Warriors, but I've got an idea for a Hellbrute. Your favourite chapter? That is very fair. They're my favourite Chaos group, if you like. I had a really good time painting them. And I've always wanted to do Iron Warriors. Well, actually, I've always wanted to do a bolt gun metal schemed Space Marine army of some kind. And originally I was going to do Iron Snakes. But it didn't quite work out the way I wanted to. I felt I was not enjoying painting them. But I've really enjoyed doing Iron Warriors. I mean, you can already see how much stronger that looks, right? When it's done, he's going to look like this. This is my Kravik Morn. So we have to choose some places to paint black to shade things a bit. We've got to... I've just realised I painted the outside, not the inside, of those joints. Huh. Oh well. I've made the choice now. So this is just putting on Badab Black right now. I'll do that stretch. Oh god. Okay, the spine is not pleased. The spine says you've done a bad thing. Okay. Ugh. Okay, and now a drink. But yeah, the next thing will be the brown wash to add dirt. I mean, this is literally Badab Black wash. Like, look at the difference. How ridiculous is that? And then the brown will bring it down. It will mute the colors. And then once that's done, get rid of some of this. It's overflowed a little bit in places. Once that's done, we can do all the details. Sorry, I have to make sure that it doesn't just pool as pure black, because when it dries, it looks real bad. But yeah, this is a legionary sergeant with a heavy close combat weapon. The heavy close combat weapon, of course, being a server one. Does that wash even exist anymore? What wash? Badab Black? Nuln Oil, sorry. Badab Black is the black paint. Nuln Oil still exists. I bought that not that long ago. And then we Agrax Earthshade it Oh, hello, Black. Ah. Can you guys ask Black what they think of the guys so far? Was a wash back in... Oh, that's what... Hang on. Do I still have the pot? Oh no, this was Null Oil. But that's not the right one. I still have the pot somewhere. I've got an old Griffon sepia though. There you go. When it had the yellow band, this is what they were like when they first released them, right? I bought the set when they first did the washes. Came in a little box and we had one of everything. I liked those. Anyway, let me go and grab my Dreadnought. Whacking great thing. I'll be back in a second. Just across the room. So I started painting this on stream, and I painted the torso. But here is... Oh god, it's big. Here's my Carcharodon Dreadnought. Icarus Pattern makes this Mark IV Dreadnought kit that lets you turn a Redemptor Dreadnought... Oh my god, I wanted to show you the base as well. Lets you turn a Redemptor Dreadnought into a an old Mark IV. I think it looks very cool and I'm very pleased with it. Oh yeah, there's like a little... I've done like a little sketched shark there, and it's huge. Thank you. But my favourite thing was this is the first time I've ever done cork tile like base modelling. And I think there's a little bit of chipping, which is not perfect, but I think I've done pretty well. It also needs a name at some point. I want mine... Oh, sorry, I've just punched the microphone. I want my Bad Ab Force to have like names and stuff. Like, my plan is I'm going to paint these guys while I'm away. Loads of different chapters. There's 6 chapters, but my Iron Warriors are different. Iron Warriors are just Iron Warriors. But I'm very pleased with... I'm very happy with how the modelling is going for these, because my Legionary squad, my first one is going to have a Servitor in it as the gunner. The second one is going to have a normal gunner, but I want a Servitor in there. I really like the idea that these guys are so ancient that there aren't actually enough of them to field a full squad, and they've like forced Servitors to do some of the jobs for them. And it means everyone is going to look like a Warsmith of some kind. I'm also going to do a Terminator Lord that's going to look like a Warsmith. I'm excited for that. And I've got a normal Lord who I'm going to do as Honsu. With, I need to get just a couple of parts for Khorne Berserkers, so I can have that bare silver arm, and then have the axe in his other hand, of which I'll probably use the Legionary's heavy axe because it looks like the demon weapon. But it'll count as a hammer. But I'm doing a Terminator Lord with a hammer and stuff. Right. But yeah, this kit, this model is made with 8 different sets that I've kind of collected over the years, and my hope is that I will manage to make very different things. That's your Arbo mini. Ooh. Are you unmuted now, Black? I don't want to, like, say stuff to you and you not be able to hear me. Yeah, cool. Like, so the way I did this, the way I do, like, these guys, right, is really, really simple. And that's part of why I like it so much. It's literally spray 'em silver, specifically Color Forge's True Silver or whatever it's. Is it True Silver? Something like that. Color Forge's silver. Then wash it. Do all the gold trim. Wash it black. The guy who made the kit is called Icarus Pattern. Yeah. Wait. Is that? Or have I forgotten again because your name's not the same? Is this what's happening right now? I can't remember. Oh my god. Anyway. Yeah, wash it black, wash it brown. Dry brush it silver. That's literally all I've done and it looks high quality. I have, because I forgot. Alright? I keep forgetting. Excuse me. That your Twitch name is different. Anyway, that's where this guy's going to end up. And I'm going to end up in a home. Because of Raven Hobbies. Anyway, question is, did I dry brush the silver before or after? I'm thinking I probably dry brushed it after. Judging by the looks of it. Because it would get muted again if I didn't. Huh. Okay, so the black wash is nearly done. Iron. No, I stick to... I use lead belcher for the main colour, because lead belcher. And then for the highlight, I use the white top silver. Storm Post. Oh, hang on. I'll be right back, chat. Hi, chat. I'll see you later, Vive. Hey, Shadow. Frosty thought the door was stuck. She hadn't unlocked the door. But it's fine now, it's all sorted. Also, Icarus, I wanted to say thank you for accepting the cross post thing on Instagram. That post is now my most liked. Oh, no. We didn't get any cash out, did we? Because the cash machine's good. Sorry. Oh, okay. The gold is... Yeah, Retributor armor. It's pretty simple, to be honest. Thank you for the 3-stream Street Shadow. Right. I think he's almost... No, he's not quite dry yet, annoyingly. But we've got some brown to do. Just thinking what else we need to do on this guy. So shoulder pads are going to be black. I'm thinking maybe I paint this shin pad black, but not the other one because it's got the great big skull in the way. Oh, it's everyone's favourite disposal unit. Yeah. The thing is, I built this guy today. Pin wash with black? Absolutely not. I hate pin washes, so I just never do them. If I ever want to pin wash something, I will I will water down the wash and do the whole thing. If you do about 2 to 1, on a lot of Warhammer models, you'll end up with the equivalent of a pin wash. That's how I cut every corner I can when it comes to painting, because I don't want to spend 10 hours on every model. I'm lazy like that. Right. Is he driving? Hang on, I just got. I'll be back in a second, chat. Sorry, chat. Checking Frosty's alright. She is. Right. So I think I can probably do the brown wash next. And then when it comes to that, how did I do this before? Did I do the whole thing? Well, I guess we'll find out. Shake up our aggrat so it doesn't go shiny. Actually, we kind of want it a bit shiny. And just aggrat straight onto the model. Hang on. Got these the wrong way around. There we go. And you can see, because of the way aggrat works, and because we're not slopping, well, we are kind of slopping on, but we're thinning it out as we go. So it catches the gold a lot more, while only shading random places on the metal. I mean, you can already see the burnished look on that shin alone. It's such a simple scheme, and it means that modeling this army is going to be the biggest job, rather than painting it. Which is very exciting, because I'm just about through my other project, which had a lot of conversion work, but it also required a ton of painting as well, because it was 6 different chapters that I've always wanted to paint, and they require a lot of learning how to paint bright colors. And it was just kind of my chance to have a go at that kind of thing. So you can see we're getting all these shades now. All getting in there. Into the gun. But this is basically how we're going to make these guys look like they're thousands of years old. Or at least hundreds. Since they live in the warp, you know, they kind of avoid a lot of the aging process. It's almost like on a gold, it sticks more. It kind of has a very different effect compared to on silver, which is just crazy, really. It's almost as if there's a different texture there, and it affects it differently, but it's just the color passing through, which feels so strange to me. 10. You can see how it's muting his colour a lot more here. I just got to do the backpack without knocking the flipping thing off again. Hey chat, you guys looking forward to Mechanicus tomorrow? We're finally going to finish the Mechanicus side of the story. And then we get to mess around with the Necrons and see how that goes. See how differently they play. Amazing how much you can get away with when you wash stuff. It's my age-old term of hiding your crimes is still relevant now. Maybe even more so with this color scheme because of the way that I can just put this stuff on, and it just becomes like if there was anything missed. It doesn't matter. You can't see it anymore. There we go. So, how are we doing? So you can see he's closed in on the colour now. So the next job will be to dry brush him lightly with the silver all over, and it will highlight everything. No worries, Icarus. Enjoy your food. I'm just gonna reduce a little bit around there because it's gone a bit thick. So just doing a little bit of reduction everywhere that it looks like it's getting a bit too much. Also have to, because of how thick this stuff is, sometimes you have to blow on it to get rid of some of the bubbles it creates, especially when there's bits that are close together. See, it's all filled in around here. But that's fine, it's not the end of the world. But now he looks old. And all I've done is one wash. You're not Icarus? Oh! I'm getting very confused. What's Icarus's username? Because it's not the same. Anyway. I'm having a time. Right. Hang on. Let's just... So the next stage, there's a good chance I will accidentally break the chaos thing again. But we'll see how it goes. He's old. That's fucking rude. Or are you talking about yourself? Yeah, so I'm thinking we could maybe paint the butt plate black. The leg plate black and the shoulders black, and then the gun casing, the arm casing, and then the gun casing, and then there's a tiny bit of casing here on the knife that I'm going to paint black as well, and that should just stand out a little bit from everything else. And then we'll do a little bit of cheating the colours again, which you'll see when we get there. Just got to clean my brush. Oh! This is why I moved Kravik! I caught him again. His arms are going to fall off if I'm not careful. He's got such delicate bits and pieces. you. After all, I'm just a baby who's only seen this century, goddamn. Apples, thank you for the 399 bits. You've taken first place. Hello, Static. Oh my god. Static, did you see the little station post I made? From TikTok. There was like 5 different pictures of this nice little station. And I was like, this is something Static would like. So that's gonna really pull up in places, but it's just gonna give us shadows. But it's when we start painting panels in black, it's really gonna stand out. Containing a 19. You were born in 1999? Or do you just not read? I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. There's a Space Marine head on my desk for some reason. I don't know why. I gotta clean up a load of my paints before I go away as well. You mean 2019? Oh, fucking hell. Thanks, I hate it. Can't decide if I want to paint this in a bright color or not for the plasma. I kind of don't. I think I'm going to leave it silver for now, and then when I've done a few more, I'll... Yeah, I thought you'd like it. It's a Kappa. The town is known as Kappa Town, so like they made their train station look like one. But I thought it might give you some ideas and you might like it, so. This is so nearly dry. Also, the head on this model is really old. It's from like 20 years ago. 7 years ago. Oh god, thank you for the 100 bits.
2019 was 7 years ago, Wolf.
It's just rude, really. To be fair, that's around the time I was started streaming. I've been streaming for quite a long time now. You know the badges can't go past 10 years still, though? Like, they haven't updated it yet. Wondering if I should go back and repaint this or not. I don't think so. Chat, I'm just going to step away for a second. I'll be right back. Hello. Oh, welcome back, Ruben. You were watching me in 2019. Yeah. That was all the COVID stuff, wasn't it? So, I was doing 6-day weeks and stuff occasionally. Or a lot of the time. Come on! Finish drying so I can finish this model. Make it look really good. Because you can see it looks really dull now. He's got the aged look. Born in 93. Getting old now. I was born in 91, so yeah. I get it. But yeah, you can see basically everything looks really dull. Now when I do this on this model, when I do this washing on something like this, it still looks bright because it's against other colors. She was a COVID baby bird. Oh my god. Well, oh my god, Raven. Yeah, so the silver on this, I haven't bothered to highlight because the wash alone is enough. I might as well, you know, not spend hours and hours highlighting when the shininess of the color can do it. But when the whole model is silver, it's a very different situation. Oh, thank you for 100 bits.
Harambe was
Apples.
killed a decade ago.
Really? Oh my god. So many people died in 2016 as well. It was like famous person after famous person just keeled over. Do you guys remember that? The box I had as reference. Is this the box? Here it is. I have a box that is Kravik that I use as my reference for painting all these minis, and I just kind of look at it every now and then. And then that's it. Got my colour stick. Yeah, it was crazy, wasn't it? 2016. It's mental. They're all just getting out of here before having to deal with COVID, I guess. What is this song? Hab Block Bonanza. Right. It looks like I can probably get away with dry brushing this guy now. So, here's what we need. That silver I showed you earlier. Stormhost. This is going to highlight everything. Thanks, Apples. Oh, oh. So we're going to take our large-ish dry brush, and this silver is very specifically a white top because it's heavily pigmented, which is exactly what we want, because when I dry brush, I find that the colour dips a little bit. So we're going to get this, we're going to dry brush this a lot, and make sure we get, right, there we go. That should be good. So when we dry brush now, that's too much. Cool. Hang on. This is the only thing, the paint is really watery. I think the idea is it's for highlighting, not dry brushing. Hey Bobbington. Hello Lily. Oh, enjoy your look. Remember to take your meds, chat. I took mine today. Okay, here we go. There we go. You can see it just making everything look a bit more aged again, but also just giving it a bit of a highlight. And it not being even is very helpful. Because we don't want it to be even. Okay, there we go. You can see it's bringing up all the edges so that everything looks like it should. The only problem is this bit. Fuck. God damn it. I broke it again. Hang on a sec, chat. Hello. Sorry. Hi, Bubba. My rhythm the past 2 days has been stay up late, take a nap when I get home, hence why I'm not here at the start. Oh. I'd wondered why I hadn't seen you for a little bit at the beginning, and then you turn up later. Here I was thinking you were being social. That's usually what I assume when I don't see you. I just assume you've been invited to something. Okay, so we're just trying to get everything highlighted just right. Go. Makes them look a bit scratched up. Makes me question my life because that bit keeps coming off. Okay, I pretty much knew that would break though. So let's repair it for the 5th time. Heroes did that. England is winning. Oh, okay. I have no real interest in football, Black. Which is why I'm not watching. But I tell you what though, that the Norwegian player, I've forgotten his name already though. He seems like a lot of fun. Haaland, yeah. He seems like a lot of fun. If I was a big enough streamer, I'd ask him to come on stream and play co-op games with me. Because I think that would be really fun. We'll get this in the right place. Oopsie. There we go. Anyway, this is my way to do color scheme as fast as possible. So now that's while that's gluing, drying, let's print some black panels. 10 minutes tops before it comes off again. Look, can you please have some belief in me? Hello, Librarian. How you doing? Also, chat, don't forget, I'm away for a week, so you won't be seeing me after this Thursday stream for a week, while I go and have an actual holiday for a change. So please don't disappear forever. But July is generally the best time for me to have a little break, get rested, and come back with lots of new ideas. Well, as long as you guys don't leave forever, I will be back. Anything more? The cult demands evidence. But, yeah, I just need a little break every now and then just so that I can refresh my creative ideas. Also, if we do get to 400 sub points next month, I will be playing Super Mario 64 with a shotgun. The mod is an experience. TM. But I think you'll enjoy it. Oh my god, hello Manny. Oh, I just googled FIFA. I thought USA and England were playing on the 4th, but I don't see it on the bracket. There will be extra games beyond the bracket, but yeah. Sorry, the only thing I know is that. Chat, I will be back. Told you, I'm not going away forever. But I need a little break so I can have a rest. I mean, that's already broken up the colour somewhat. Which game is this one from? Of course it's Dawn of War 2. Every time I'm like, why does this sound so different? It's because it's Dawn of War. Okay. You're leaving forever. Can you at least let me out of the basement? No, we'll leave you with some bread. And some water. You'll be alright. You gotta figure out modding Batman while I'm away. Okay, but seriously, the plan is when we get back, that first Sunday back, Frosty and I are gonna play Split Fiction. And then I'm hoping the following Sunday, Ciro will have magically figured out how to mod Lego Batman. And a new era of chat-ruining games will begin. Do you want to choose it? Nice. Have a dinner. Wait, what? Have a dinner in London? Okay, we're not doing that on the Sunday we get back. We'll figure it out, Rusty, don't we? Yeah, just code yourself out in the basement, yeah. Have to decline that too. It was like 34. Ooh. You have a doctor's appointment? Oh, no. That sucks. The temptation with this is to do all of their shins as the black armor, because that's what I've done with Kravik. But I don't think I want to. I think I want to try and keep... I think I want to try and make them all a bit different. But I've got to choose where my warning stripes will go as well. By the way, chat, we're very close to funding that last squad of habits. Which means I'll be able to definitely build all my Iron Warriors for my army. Just giving this a second coat in places. There we go. Oh, I see. I could paint this top panel black, actually. I broke it again. No one tell Bobbington. Hello, Watcher in the Dark. Oh, God. Thank you for the 2 subs, Zero. Scared me. He'll be taking first place. I think actually it just fell over while it was drying. Oh, there he is. So now we've got to do the casings and stuff. What's this thing? This will help me decide if I want to do the backpack. So that's that little tiny bit of casing on his sword, or blade, or whatever you want to call it. I can't believe this is still joinable too. How different. Almost 10 minutes. Oh my god. When I first came up with this scheme, it was while painting Kravik, and it was very much a lot of trial and error. But I had a lot of fun chatting with you guys while we came up with what to do as we went. So it was a good time. Go. do the job. There we go. Now we just got to do up here. Gonna need some more paint. What's the name? Well, what, the robot? Dreadnought? Orange plasma? Orange plasma could work, couldn't it? It would match with the gold. The photos in the bottom left are the figures. Yes, they are. It needs updating because a lot of those are pre all of my Instagram posts, of which I have improved since those ones in the corner. But I am also open to doing commissions for people. If anyone's looking. Hello, Jason. Haven't. I don't really follow it. I just get sent memes. How often do I paint? So on stream, I paint every Wednesday. At the moment, I'm not streaming next week though, because I'm having a nice little break for once. But I paint quite a lot, really. It's my thing to help myself relax. Since gaming is more my job now. Although some games I do like to play off stream. But it's also that I just have a whole bunch of projects that I really, really want to do. Microsoft requires ID for Minecraft chat? Does it? I've never given them ID. They're not having it? That was fair. I completely agree. I don't think any company should have your ID stuff. Because we all know it's going to get hacked at some point. Right. So we've got some black panels done. Chest strap black? No. Functionally, to me, this is some sort of piping. So in my mind, we don't paint that black. And we want most of it to be silver because Iron Warriors. So the next question is, what do I need to do for the rest of it? And the answer is it needs some warning symbols and it needs some brown paint. You painted an Armiger Warglaive. What scheme did you go for? We do still have no chat reports on the server. It's apparently not the same. Yeah. God, he really doesn't want to lose his pistol. He's got 2 straps holding him. Who is constantly stealing this man's pistol? Black with brass trim. Ooh, I bet that was good. Just an overlay. I mean, we have simple voice chat, which lets us avoid a lot of that. In a way. Bloodraven. Wait, what? Like it's going with Blood Ravens? Obviously there's some highlighting I haven't done yet as well. Because all I've done at the moment is paint the black sections black. We need a highlight. I'm like 99% sure this man loses his bolt pistol all the time. Or his plasma pistol in this case, which is why this thing is strapped on. Doubly so. Gonna have to do a little bit of tidying. That's fine. Right, he's got like an off-angle strap. So that needs to be painted. Oh god, the community Minecraft servers are illegal is the most recent thing I've seen. Coming from and to people who don't know about Minecraft or video games in general. Okay. So we've basically painted this one strap that's around his waist, given us a bit of different variations of colour. So our next job is to paint some warning stripes on. Now, I don't think I want to do them on the arm thing. We're criminals! So, our next thing is to do some warning stripes. I'm thinking that I might want to do them on this shoulder instead of this shoulder. I'm not sure. But that would stop me from wanting to put them here. Could go there. Okay, I think I've got how we're going to do this. First job is to give ourselves a base colour, which I think I can get away with Uriel yellow. Okay. Can I do them this way or this way? Seem to come forward. The only problem is the paint drying out too quick. Need a different brush. I'm gonna give the cryptic cabin one another go and hope that this works. I think I've managed to solidify the bristles on this one. Did I think I got distracted earlier. I was going to tell you that I heard from Cryptic Cabin and they're sending me replacements. Like, I really like what they're doing as a company, so I'm very hopeful that in general they're going to do really well. Okay, so what I've done is I've kind of roughly marked out where these lines would go. Yeah? So our next job is kind of figure out how to connect them up. Obviously this won't be perfect yet. Okay. I think the solution here is I'm going to have to switch colour. Yeah, I mean, you guys know how to do the bypasses now, so you can always do that for your track. Okay, we're going to switch to Avalon Sunset because it should provide better coverage. Look away, chap. Just look away. Just pretend it didn't happen. Okay? Make me. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just getting the centers marked out. So now I need to follow this up. Is it old? Someone summoned me? Oh my god. Right. So now that we've done that, we're gonna get some black paint. Black paint is much easier to make do what we want. And the plan here is to progressively even out the lines until they're the same size. And I know there's all sorts of ways of doing this that people like to do. And it's like, oh, perfect every time. A lot of those people are also like, buy my 17 different hobby things, though. Okay. I think that looks okay. 2009. Oh boy, got Unk now. I forgot this was a whole meme thing, but like I have people who've come over from YouTube who actually call me Unk when they join the chat. And as far as I'm concerned, it just means I'm their cool uncle in their minds. It just means short for uncle, but it's used as a term to like. I think it's like your millennial uncle sort of thing, you know, because millennials don't act like regular adults. In fact, we avoid being adults at all costs. The Unk Yard, which is the apartment with our seniors. The meeting spot for pot. God. So the plan with these is that, you know, the stripes aren't going to be perfect. But I'm going to like them. Just want to be happy enough, you know? Which is much like how I live my life. Okay. And then for this, how did I do your leg? Oh god, did I really go all the way around? Am I an absolute fool? Have I just punched my microphone again? Sorry, chat. Am I about to do this to myself? Oh boy. This is going to take a while. I didn't punch you, I punched the microphone. It's very different. Are you a microphone? I used to work with someone that my co-workers would call microphone head. Because he was balding on the top and his hair stuck out at the sides. And his hair always just stood bolt upright. So everyone would call him microphone head. Feel like one after being punched. Oh dear. Okay. So yeah, we start out by doing this in a way that looks really bad. But we'll come back to it and tidy it up. And we'll hope that the bit around the leg will hide anything that doesn't look right. But I think we've got our markings for the leg. What do we think so far? The thing is, like, this bit is the bit that... I need mango because too much of him would give you the what? Sandfly. To his co-workers, he was small and a pest. Oh my god. I don't know how I'm going to tidy that up, but... Okay. This is not the brush for this. I'm going to try. I keep trying to give this brush a chance. And then it just eats shit at some point. It just doesn't load. It's like it doesn't load the paint well. Sorry, let me move this and I can actually paint under the camera. Sorry, chat. This requires a lot of focus. Sensor light was another good one. Only worked when people were walking past. I've heard that one. Trust me enough to hold an apple on your head for me. Shoot off with an arrow. I've never seen you shoot a bow and arrow before, Manny, so I can't. I haven't got enough data. Hello, Watcher in the Dark. Chat, if you had to give me a nickname, what would it be? Has to be carried to be useful. It started, we'll smoke and make a ton of noise while working. Good. Yeah, what nickname would you go for me then? Can you think of one? Any extra down there? Sure, nicknames for people talking shit. That's fair. Oh, thanks, Sarah. I didn't listen. A bit of a gap there. I knew a bloke called Cordless because you would only get a good hour of work out of him, and then you need to go sit down to recharge. Oh, I've just spotted that Raven subscribed on YouTube. The activity feed for YouTube is crap, by the way. It takes forever for anything to show up. Okay, I've done the best I can to stretch. It's not good. I think my lower back is a mess. I'm hoping that I might be able to get Frosty to help me with it. Most creative nicknames, that's true. Hello?
Hello.
I was just saying that my back hurts. So I hope you'll be able to help me with it later.
Oh, you don't want me to help you with it now?
No. That's okay. Do you want to see the painting so far?
Yeah, sure.
Give me a second. One of my favourite things is to show Frosty what I've been painting. She doesn't know what they are, but she appreciates a good paint job.
I try.
Yeah.
I love you. Ooh! Oh no, he actually looks really cool.
Which implies that everything else I paint is terrible.
No,
She just pretends.
he looks like a Roman centurion who's been forced to work on building yard.
Yeah, that sounds like I'm Warriors. Yeah, pretty much.
He looks cool. I like it.
Thank you.
Good job, babe. Okay. See you later.
Bye. That's the Frosty content you're here for, right, chap? Roman construction foreman, yeah. Pretty much. He knows the secrets to Roman concrete. The thing about the warning stripes is I quite enjoy them not being perfect. But I bet you there's loads of people that it frustrates. I just don't think they would be perfect if you've been living in the warp for thousands of years. The thing that twists everything. In a way, I wouldn't be surprised if these stripes became swirls and patterns and things. Which would also look very cool for an Iron Warriors army. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean that one up later. Wasp stripes, good for nods. Yeah, asterisks. Oh my god. He's the health and safety officer with all those stripes. Is he venomous? So pretty much the only reason I didn't spray paint the other model was because I wasn't sure if I should spray paint him silver or black. Because he's going to be a servitor, and I figured he'd have black fatigues. And then silver armor. Okay, we're gonna have to do some more yellow, get some more water in it. This paint is very dense, so it requires a lot more water than the other yellows as well. Just got to do the worst stripe of the lot. I mean, it's good that it's hidden away, because it's kind of like the connecting stripe. My god, is it difficult to get at. Okay, so we're going to tidy that up a little bit. So railway lamps hanging from the belt. Class 8 Brunswick green with wasp stripes and weathering. With overhead wiring warning stickers. Oh my god. Some railway lamps hanging from his belt. That could be a bit fun, couldn't it? Okay, so we've got to switch back to the black paint again. And this is going to help define the edges of the yellow stripes. And then when this is done, we're going to go in and finish off the stripes with a brighter yellow. This is the only bit that's going to take me a long time when it comes to painting this army. It's cleaning up the warning stripes. But I suspect for my normal squads, I probably won't go for this many. Like, I'll probably do a shoulder. But this guy's the sergeant, so he gets special treatment. You know? Right. Definitely be different. Honestly, the decals for stickers, 3D printed lamps. It's not difficult. Yeah, I mean, it's probably possible. Right. So our next job is, I think I went to this yellow and then that was my top yellow. So you're all yellow. Maybe not. It's like old golden yellow. It needs to be nice and watery so that it just tints the yellow. It's a bit of a brighter yellow. I think that's the height I'm going to go to. Yeah, I think Tape had the same issue, Bobbington, and having the mod client side as well as on the server seemed to fix it. Shouldn't have been the way, but that was the way. No worries, Rotel. Yeah, have a good rest. I'll see you next time. Do you know what really finishes off a model nicely, though? Like, what makes a huge difference? It's doing the bases. Like, yeah, it's ridiculous that it would require ID. But it's the same thing as the whole social media ban thing for 16-year-olds, isn't it? It's just doing laws that don't make any sense. Try and make it look like you're doing something. But it's for people that now are... It's for a demographic that now are becoming me. And we understand what's going on. So it's just not going to do a great job. Okay. I think I want to dry brush the black with a bit of a highlight. I need to highlight the brown, actually. I haven't done that yet. So we get our Gorthor. We get our smallish dry brush. Think of the children. Oh my god. Chat, Frosty moved Harvey Specter. It made me jump. I think she's running. Come and tell me. Zero, you know about Harvey Specter, right? We have a 2-foot tall cardboard cutout of the actor who plays Harvey Specter in Suits. And sometimes we'll hide it somewhere for the other one to find. It's the actor who plays Harvey Specter from Suits. That's really the best I can give you on the information front. That by me just dry brushing things that I shouldn't be able to. There we go. That was stupid, but it works. You have no idea what Suits is? It's a show about lawyers, but one of them is a guy with a photographic memory who isn't actually a lawyer, and he's always getting into trouble, and then he kind of finds his calling with this. But he breaks the law because he doesn't have a license, but he's very good at being a lawyer, and they just continually get away with it. I won't tell you any more in case you want to watch it, but it's really good. And it also has the wife of what's his name? Prince? Not William, his brother. Anyway, it has his wife in it. Chat not allowed by account settings, even with the mod. Yeah. Harry, that's it, Prince Harry. Yeah, as the wife of Prince Harry. I think I'm going to do a little bit more of a silver dry brush because I think the backpack isn't showing up as well as I'd like it to. Everything else seems fine, but the backpack is not right. And then we'll glue his thingy back on and we'll pretend it never came off. There we go. Just a bit of highlighting. I was going to paint his butt plate as well. Never mind. Hello, Neil. You are also correct, yes. Carry an anvil and rename an item. Well, look at what that UI showing mod shows us. God, that's the problem, right? There's always going to be a way around it. So why bother? Next, they'll ban the Library of Alexandria. The Library of Alexandria server. You know? Just place the site. Yeah, see? Shit. Okay. That's not allowed to move anymore. He needs to have his marker of chaos, whatever. I will eventually decide what color plasma my Iron Warriors use, but not today. Hello, Neil. Have I missed something? Like, I'll do a transfer for the Iron Warrior icon. But I don't think I've missed anything, you know? I think this is the first Legionary done for my Iron Warriors. Let's look at him compared to Kravik. Yeah, I mean, he fits. He matches. Yeah. There's just nothing else to do. So, what's the time? God, it's got an hour. So the next thing to do is to put the texture paint on his base, and then we can have a look at some other bits. Look, chat, it's the poop pot, your favourite. Okay, I just have to make sure I don't knock the sign off his back. All right. Just realised we probably could have done a prediction about it, couldn't we? That would have been a good bit of fun. So my plan with the rest of the army is I need a squad of cultists. They're going to be servitors. I need 2 squads of Traitor Guard, which I'm going to make with some old Krieg models I've got, which I think will look really good. And I'm planning to make my Predator tank out of a different tank, a Lehman Russ. So it looks like I've got like a big contingent of Traitor Guard with a few Chaos Marines. And then demons turn up, so that's fun. I actually mean demon engines, really. But it should be a cool little army. You can see how awkward this is, but just works out much nicer than the old sand way of doing it. I know there are other options now. I also still want to make my table. I want a nice gaming table that has like some nice stuff built into it. Pretty much everything. There we go. Textured base, just got to let that dry, and then we can paint them up and it'll look good. I scraped off the top crest. Oh, Krieg cultists, yes. Yeah, let me show you the models that I'm planning to use for my Krieg-based cultists. These are actually some really old models. They're the equivalent of stormtroopers that the Krieg used to have. Let me go and grab the bag of them. The spine is unhappy. So, let me just get one of the models out so you guys can kind of see the model. So my plan is to use these guys with the old armor. And I'm thinking dark brown for the trench coats, black for the legs, and silver for the armor. And that way, they will look like Iron Warrior guys, but not quite. I've just got to take their little eagle off, which it's not too hard. But these are like the Stormtrooper equivalents from back in the day. And my plan is I've got 10 of these and I need 20 guard. So I'm going to mix them with these guys. The Krieg at Rest. Now, I'm not going to use their arms because, well, the models I've got, their las guns are less than satisfactory. Look how thin that is, right? So we're not going to use that. But we are going to use the bodies, and then we're going to use some other parts. And we should end up with some really cool-looking cultists and a mix of armor. That's my goal, anyway. I've actually got a couple I did manage to build and paint. I painted them as like the old school, like grey color scheme. But the thing I really like about these guys is the way their gas mask eyes are like indented. They're not like the new ones, which I don't know why, but I just happen to have like one of everything next to me right now. The new ones have a more bulbous eye look. I'm not the biggest fan, and also they have like this big chunk of metal on their face that I think ruins the gas mask look. I do have a Krieg Guard army though to paint, and I am looking forward to it. It's just got other things on, haven't I? I've got 3 other armies to finish first. But I mean, because these guys are the older true scale Forge World, next to my... Like, bear in mind, this guy doesn't have any angled legs. He is smaller. If I get one of the... Let me get one of the Stormtroopers. So this guy's got slightly bent legs, which means he's a head shorter, which is just like the new guard. Which means that next to each other, they look just right. I'm very excited to build this army, is what I'm saying. And I've been very excited, and I've maintained that excitement for a while. The only thing I need now is that last box of Havocs, and then I can get them going. But here's my second squad member. You may notice he's not a Space Marine. And it's because I decided I would... I want my squads to have 4 Space Marines and a Servitor in every squad. So it's like, you know, they don't actually have enough people, but they've got bodies. Because someone always dies before they hit combat, so really, what difference does it make? Excuse me. But what do we think? Is my Iron Warriors army going to look cool? I think so. Especially because my Hellbrute is going to be based on one of these guys. I'm very excited to work on that. It's going to take green stuff work and stuff. Like, I'm going to have to learn things. I'm also combining Saturnine Terminators with oh gosh, what are they called? The things that everyone puts Kravik with. Mutilators. What a name! Great, right? But yeah. I've got loads of servitors to use on here for a Havoc squad. I mean, the Havoc squad... This is my Legionary squad, right? So it's going to be 4 men and a thing. But actually, yeah, I am going to have another one of these. So maybe one of my Havocs should be one. That'd be cool. I have lots of ideas. But the idea is it's going to be one of those things that, like, they're 10,000 years old. They're having to throw humans into the mix. I will build Terminators as well, under the assumption that they're going to be better in 11th edition. Or, like, more usable. But my current seeing of them has been they still die pretty bad. But I've made 2 lists. One has Terminators, one has Traitor Guard. Both are going to look really cool, so I'm very excited. This is, I think Iron Warriors might be my like long-term army of like I'm going to keep converting stuff. But I also want to get some Dark Mechanicus in there. So my cultist squad, although it's servitors, is going to be led by a Mechanicus cult person. Excuse me. My current plan, I think, is, you know, the Mechanicus servitor leader guy. I think I'm gonna cut the big bulbous bit off the top and use some of the Terminator shoulder pads. Forgotten what they're called. They're like Centurion Terminators or something. Anyway, I'm going to use some of those shoulder pads to do those bits. And like cover over the big bulbous section so he looks a bit more like Scavola in Mechanicus 2, as most of you know that character. And yeah, I'm very excited. This is the Darktide main theme. Are you enjoying it, Sarah? But if anyone has any projects going, please talk to me about them. I love talking about hobby stuff. I think I need to do a bit on his forehead. The tiniest bit of covering. I'm rocking out. I just need to got to de-silver him a little bit. There we go. That's better. But I think we've done a good job. I can't see. Is there something we think is missing here? Because I think the goal here is that once you have a squad of these, they all look good together. You working on Silver War? Ah, okay. How's it going? I don't have any orange washes that I could use on this. Oh god, what's happened? I wasn't paying attention. But, sorry. While I've been streaming, the Dreadnought poster's broken 300 likes. It's at 330, which I've never seen before. That's mental. But, I'm thinking, like, maybe I'd try a blue... I'm gonna just try using this blue contrast over the plasma, because I want something simple. Hello, Dr. Insano. How you doing? Doing a terrain set for my group and painted it like a light grey / cream and brown wash. Just got to decide on the secondary colours. So light grey / cream, so like an off-white. Great. Brown washed in. If you've done like a cream colour, browns generally work really well. So I have a 90-minute planning meeting. Oh boy. Next time you should ask them if you can play football at the same time. Because that takes 90 minutes too. And then you can just like, you know, take your mind off it. Just like not find it absolutely horrendous. Right, let's try a little bit of this contrast. In theory, this could just jump me past having to do anything with this. In all likelihood, it probably won't. But it's a good stopgap until I can be bothered to do fancy plasma. That'll do for now, it just gives him a bit of colour. I'd rather just do the meeting than a sport. Okay, fair enough. I just thought of, because it was 90 minutes, that's all that came to mind. Yeah, I mean, my Dreadnought's plasma is very much different. You know? I'm very pleased with this Dreadnought. I think it looks come out really well. He's pointing at you, chat. He's saying, follow. Follow the stream. Right. The base is almost dry. I'm just trying to think, like, I could start painting some of my Red Scorpions for my Bad Ab War army. But I think that's likely going to be something I do on holiday. It's very not. Oh my god, 0-1. Also, I'm thinking the fatigues on this guy are going to be black. So I was thinking I would spray paint him black. Because if I spray paint him silver and then try and do the fatigues, which are a material, it just won't look right. But then so much of him is going to be silver. It's really hard to decide. But I think I'll probably end up spray painting my servitors black. Yeah. Much like my Krieg, I think, that I'm going to use as my traitor guard. I need to give them... I need to find them some weapons as well. I have the grenade launcher, but I need a plasma gun and a sniper rifle, and these very much do not come with those. There's a chainsword that looks really small. I'll almost certainly change. But the good thing is I've got the arms, so as long as I change the guns, they'll still look good. There's a lot going on in this kit. Anyway, they got skull masks. It's going to look cool as hell. I'll tell you what, while we're waiting for this to dry, let's get it prepped for the transfers, which I've left downstairs. Very helpful, that, isn't it? The plan is to put his chapter symbol on his shoulder, and in order to do that, we have to put, or rather, it's easier to put gloss varnish on. The idea is it's supposed to smooth this all out, so I can easily move the transfer around. I'm going to be honest, it's the result is pretty similar to just not doing it, but this is how I learned how to do it, so this is how I'm going to continue to do it. I have tried without, and it was quite an experience. Also, my desk is finally like emptying of models. Like, I'm painting my way through lots and lots of models. Although there are just like, there's a random lictor. There you go. His other parts are somewhere on the desk. But he fell off his base. And he exists. Anyone want some skinks? I've got like a huge squad of these old skinks that I need to sell off. I'm just unfortunately in that bit where I need this to dry. But I really want to hear about projects. Hi Twack, how you doing? Let's move this out of the way. It's dry. It's dry enough that I can do the tidy up first. So let's get on with that first. So what I'm going to do, take some. It's not called scorched brown. It's rhinox hide. I'm just going to go around the edge of the base and just fill in the gap between base edge and texture paint. When this gets dry brushed, it kind of brings it all to the same shade anyway. Works quite well. But we're just... Sorry, I'm in the wrong place. It should be here. But this just covers up any gaps, especially when there's silver. It's particularly a problem. Tired. My brother's fiance made the invitations. Oh boy. Did you just have to put them together, or were you actually like making them? Like, how involved is your making the invites? Dropped off my scuba gear for servicing. Oh. And the trip you signed up for. Oh, okay. That's fair enough. I wish I could pet sit Wolf for you though. Stuff together and pick them into envelopes. Okay. Not actually like making them. Please do. I can't afford the flight. Sorry. Civil Discord commands to use buttons and modals. That's actually sick. So we filled in the gaps. It's probably dry enough to dry brush, but I know it can get drier. Let's see how we get on. Well, no. I don't want to just lift up all that texture. Am I done for today? I might be done for today. Sent my wild goose chase 3 times to look for something she forgot. Oh, God. Tomorrow's Mechanicus 2, which we're going to finish the main campaign and then have a go at Necrons to see what that's like. But I only had time to paint the one model, didn't I? Well, sorry, no. I wish I'd built more than one model. So I could have painted more. But also, I was working on one, and I'm trying to do this thing where... On old models, right? I don't have any parts to show you, but these old Marines, right? They consist of legs, torso, arms, backpack, right? New models consist of torso plus leg, attach another leg, torso plus crotch, attach both legs, all stuff like that, right? So I'm trying to figure out where I can combine a Mark III torso with different legs and stuff to do the rest of my legionaries, and it's a fucking nightmare. Say, never mind, I don't actually need it. Oh god, that's something to add. $1,600 round trip for the flight. Yeah. Yeah, it's too expensive. You should just, you know, drop subs to that amount. I might do a little bit of tidying up on that warning on the shoulder, but equally, I mean, I'm pretty pleased with that. Don't go out of focus, please. There we go. I think I've done a pretty good job overall. The base isn't quite finished. I'll tell you what, let's paint the edge of the base. It just does a little bit of... I'll have to redo this, but... On his ass? Oh my god. You should have kicked his ass. Okay. It's going to take 2 layers because of how much I've watered down the paint. But that's fine. Covering silver spray paint with black paint can often be a pain in the butt anyway. But now that I've got it all, yelled at him for leaving. If you kick his legs and yelled at him for leaving food on the couch. Okay, well, you did something. Kofi? Oh, was that for... Okay, let's see how we get on with this dry brush. Maybe it will work. It looks mostly dry. It's just, you know, I'm just concerned. Oh, God. Somewhere a door just got slammed. Scared the crap out of me. What? A bird just flew into the window. I don't even know why. Our windows aren't see-through. Like, I say see-through. Like, you can't... A bird can't see through our window and out the other side. Are the birds just... I don't know. I'm sure Frosty will give us an update shortly. Unfortunately, this has worked out for the dry brushing. Well, that's the next layer. Oh, my pigeon, yeah. Have you saw... My curtains are closed. My curtains are always closed in my office to provide a better seal for the aircon, so I don't have to do put like something else in to seal the window. And also because then I can balance the light. The light changing while you're painting is such a pain. Okay. I might need another dry brush of the lighter brown later. But I think I'd have to go and get my transfer sheet, which I've left somewhere. And I'd have to find the right one. And I also need to find two static grass, but I think he's pretty good overall. I could paint the eyes red, but I think the way these eyes are done, they're like dense. So I think it's best to leave them that way. It's not really an easy way to put any colour in there. So overall, you know, there's a couple of little bits, which I'll do later. But I think he's ready to go on the old socials, which means that I am now faster at painting, which means I need to have at least 2 models to paint every stream instead of 1, because I ran out of models. I ran out of stuff to paint. That's ridiculous, right? Hello, Lightning Arc. This is a kit bash. So, it is the servo arm from Kravik Morn, a backpack from the new Red Corsair Raiders. No bird. You climbed the ladder? What, to look on top of the porch? Okay. The body and legs are Legionaries. The head is from the Iron Warriors upgrade kit from 20 years ago. This is Mark III armor, Horus Heresy. The shoulder pad is Red Corsair Raiders. That's Legionary. These are from, I think, Terminators, but from many years ago. And I think it's like 7 kits in total. It's quite a lot. Oh, the bayonet is from a different, another set of Horus Heresy Marines. But yeah, this is my first Legionary. He's going to be a sergeant with a heavy close combat weapon, which effectively is a power fist, but it could be a bunch of other stuff like a hammer, or in this case, a servo arm. He also has a close combat weapon and a plasma pistol. So he is WYSIWYG. And then this guy is going to be the heavy weapon toter for the same squad. But he's a servitor, because I thought that would be cool. Justifying his Warhammer purchases as a business expense. I mean, ultimately, all of this stuff gets painted on stream or, yeah, used in my socials and things. The things I buy is because I have an idea for them. Just got my first set of Legionaries, just starting towards Warhammer 40k. Ooh! I hope you have a good time with it. If you watch my stuff, you'll get to learn a lot about the lore, and you'll see a lot of models from across the years. So if you ever have any questions, feel free to ask. If you haven't already, you should join the Discord, because we have a miniatures channel in there. I frequently talk about Warhammer stuff. It's a lot of fun. And if you want to see my other stuff, you can check my Instagram or my Blue Sky. Yeah, there's a lot. Warhammer has been my favourite thing for a long time. And it's nice to come back to it and occasionally make cool stuff. With like my Legionary with heavy combat weapon, Icon of Chaos, which is what this thing on his back is representing. plasma pistol in close combat with. I chose this legs as well because it felt a bit like he was some sort of tech marine style. Warhammer lore. He's almost a servo skull. Oh my god. Oh dear. But yeah, my plan is to make both sergeants of my legionary squads have servo arms, because I've got enough bits for it. I'm basically at the point now where it's like I have saved bits for years and years and years and thought one day I'm going to use this for a really cool kit bash. It's now been 20 years. I need to use them for the kit bash. Which is where my I've got to really pick up something that isn't. There you go. This guy isn't white. My Badab War Army is like crazy conversions of multiple kits combined together. This is the Red Scorpions kit mixed with the Mark IV armor, mixed with the strap is from a scout squad, I think. Yeah. Mark IV arms as well as legs, and then we've got these, of which these Crux Terminatus is from some kit or other. And I mean, oh, and I also covered a slip cast using a purity seal, which is a great way to do that. Because resin. But yeah, oh god, I have so many things and I'm really enjoying myself. I'm enjoying my hobby, and that's why I like it. Been in the works probably longer than some people in chat have been alive. But the head on this guy is 20 years old. So probably, yes. Anyway, chat, I'm kind of at that point where I can't do a lot more. I gotta go and find my transfer sheet because I didn't think I'd get that far, and I gotta do static grass. So, but overall, that is a model worthy of Kravik to join the army. What do we think? A worthwhile painting project today? Are we pleased? Do we like it? Would you like to see me make and paint more? If so, you can help me to get more by supporting me through Throne. We're currently funding a Havoc squad, which is the second one for the army. And yeah, we're on our way. Thanks, Neil. But yeah, if you want to see, we're pleased with your trip. If you want to see more of this kind of thing, and also the games that I play, of which tomorrow I'm playing Mechanicus 2, please do drop a follow on Twitch or a subscription on YouTube, or follow me over on Instagram or Blue Sky. Yeah, there's loads of stuff you can find me through. What I use is this stuff called AK Terrain Dark Earth. It's cheap and good. I do actually also have asphalt as well, which I haven't used yet. My plan is to use this for roads in on my table. And also, sorry, I'm getting all over the place. There's this stuff. Hobbycraft do concrete paste. My only concern is this has been here for a while and it's probably solidifying. It seems to be squishy still, so. But suffice to say, pastes. You can get them for cheap, and they are useful, and you will find uses for them. Anyway, yeah, so instead of buying GW's little tiny pot, you can buy those giant tubs for about the same price. Lightning, thank you for the follow. Also, Lightning, if you want to ask about Warhammer stuff, feel free to join the Discord and send me a DM or messages in the miniatures channel. I'm always happy to talk about Warhammer. So, yeah. There's also, you know, you can follow me on Instagram, message me there. I'm very much not locked down when it comes to allowing people to message me. Use Cork for asphalt. I have cork tile stuff. Right, and I've started using it, but I've only used it the once, and I've used it to make blocks. But I think it's worked out pretty well because it's the rocks on my dreadnought. So this is cork tile, and I think mixing it with the texture paint to kind of shape it, I think it's gone pretty well. It made me very happy to do that. I think it all worked out pretty well. Right. Sorry, chat. We're just talking shit right now. But tomorrow, I'm going to switch over to the ending screen. Tomorrow is finishing the Mechanicus side of Mechanicus 2's campaigns and starting on the Necron. So I hope you'll join me, because I'm very excited to do that. If you'd stick around, I'm going to do a raid on the Twitch side of things. I'm sorry I'm finishing a little bit early, but I don't want to be like, hey, just sit here and chat to me forever, because people get bored. I'd rather end on a high. If I can find someone to raid. Diva streaming? Did we raid Diva last time? I don't remember. No, we didn't raid Diva last time. Let's raid Diva. She's doing an adjacent thing. Play Genshin to fill the gap. For 20 minutes? No. I'd have to install it. Right, chat. Please stick around for the raid. It's always really nice to send lots of people to a friend. Plus, you know, you'll find someone to watch in the future. It's all good and helpful. But I hope you've enjoyed watching me paint. I'm going to go and build some more of these so that I can paint more on stream for you. I'm very excited about this army. I'm looking forward to finishing the Badab army, but I'm halfway. There's just so many. There's just so many. I've got 30 troops left to do. And they're all different bright colours, so it's just going to take some time. But I'm having so much fun building the Iron Warriors. My plan is to take the Badab War stuff with me on holiday, so that when we're just sat around, I'll do some painting. Anyway, chat, thank you so much for watching today. It's the first day of the month. I really appreciate all the support you brought. Even if one of you made my overlay say diarrhea, which is always fun. I'll see you all tomorrow for Mechanicus 2. Make sure you're following so you can catch that. For now, though, enjoy the rest of your evenings, everyone. Thank you again for the support. I really appreciate it. Look at us go. I feel like we're doing so well. It's wonderful. But for now, I'll see you all tomorrow. And good night, everyone.